My people, welcome back to Christy TV. Court has finally granted Dele Farotimi bail, but this is on a cost of 50 million naira bail. My correct people, dem, is this a competition or what? An Ekiti State Magistrate Court has granted bail to human rights lawyer known as Dele Farotimi in a defamation case filed against him by legal experts known as Afe Babalola. The former president candidate Omoyele Sowore announced the development on his X handle on Monday, and which is today, December 9th. This particular case has also been adjourned till 29th of January 2024. My correct people, dem no be small thing. Dis report that Farotimi was arraigned on 4th of December for allegedly publishing a book which is known as Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. This particular book has been trending ever since this Dele Farotimi got arrested. Many Nigerians have started demanding for the release and free of Dele Farotimi. Some Nigerians are commenting and saying all kinds of things. In fact, Nigerians plan to start protest tomorrow being 10th of December 2024 for the protest. For some of you that doesn't know the reason why this Farotimi was arrested, here are the reasons. In that book published in Nigeria and its criminal justice, he said that Baba Olola corrupted the judiciary and procured judgment in the Supreme Court, thereby exposing him to hatred, contempt, ridicule and damage his hard-earned career. Farotimi pleaded not guilty to all the 16 court charges and was then remanded in prison custody. And now, they now grant him a bail of 50 million naira. Watch how Nigerians are reacting in so many ways. To me, this is a corruption. When corruption is being exposed in the society, we have to tackle it in a very normal, corrupt way. My correct people, dem no be small thing. Why Nigerian system is so corrupt? If this man known as Afe Babala, if you say that this man defamed you in any way or the other, all you have to do is to go to court. You are a lawyer as well. Sue him to court rather than taking police to arrest him. This is illegal arrest and detention of Farotimi. My correct people, then what is your opinion regarding this particular statement that has been going on? This news today, this man has been granted 15 million. But wait a minute, people that did not commit a crime are going free, but a man that exposed corruption in the country, exposed corruption in the economy is being chained inside the court of Nigeria. This same man, Jared, is also a lawyer, but some people like EFCC people that arrested this man known as Yaya Bello, they did not even chain him. They allowed this man to even be moving around, criminals to be moving around with security operatives in the economy. Whereas people that are clean, people that are not injustice, people that are not unjust, or people that are corrupt in the economy, people that are not corrupt are being channeled in the Nigerian court of law. That is the corrupt in the Nigerian court system. You see it? My dear correct people, the way to una gat talk concerning this matter, make una watch different people's opinion regarding this matter. Remember say Baba Farotimi has been given a bail of 50 million naira, and this particular case has been shifted till 29th of January 2025. Does it mean this man is going to stay in jail for throughout the remaining days of this year? Now, my correct people, this is quite unbelievable. The corruption in this country is too much. Make una watch the rest of the video. Stay tuned for more.
Section 39 of the Constitution and Article 9 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights Act guarantee the right of every citizen, everybody in Nigeria, to freedom of expression. But it is not an absolute right.
What do you mean, absolute right?
For instance, Sonny, my right ends where your own begins. In other words, I cannot take advantage of my right to freedom of speech.
If I express myself,
to malign you or defame you.
Okay.
I can also not take advantage of my freedom of speech to go out there and incite people to violence. So there is a limit to every freedom guaranteed by the Constitution, be it right to personal liberty, right to fair hearing, right to property, right to freedom of association, and so on and so forth. all those rights are limited in the public interest. And if you are going to encroach on them, on any of them, you must do it in line with the stipulation of the Constitution.
There's a trending case that's going on now. Dele Farotimi, who was, alleged to have been abducted from Lagos to Ado-Ekiti and then held by the police. Then he was taken to court and then was detained.
I saw
bail denied.
I saw the video.
Yes.
And I want to say that he was arrested in Lagos.
He was what?
Arrested in Lagos.
In Lagos, yeah.
Only ordinary people are abducted. You don't abduct a lawyer.
Okay. Can you explain that
better? It's a class society.
Class society.
You know, when the EFCC wants to arrest a big man, when the police requires the attention of a big man, you write a letter, a polite letter. Kindly, you are hereby invited to our office, kindly be interviewed by the undersigned. And they put a phone number there.
Was that
and
done?
You can phone the police. You ask me to come on Monday. I'm otherwise engaged. Can we reschedule the appointment?
Okay.
Only big people in our country are entitled to such privilege. When the police, when they want to arrest a poor man or a poor woman, you invade the house and pounce on your subject. If you cannot find the suspect,
my take for the day. I'm looking at two things. The first one is entitled, Before We All Crucify Dele Farotimi. We should ask ourselves the question, are we entitled as a people to a fair, objective judicial process that interrogates those allegations that Mr. Farotimi has made in that his controversial book? There are allegations, no doubt, but the weight of those allegations, do they require us to seek and pursue a fair and honest, transparent, objective judicial process to interrogate them indeed, whether they are true or not? Before we crucify Dele Farotimi, should we already conduct ourselves in a way that suggests that he or his action is condemnable, even before we know the truth or lack of it regarding those weighty, even seemingly wide allegations? Should we just act as though he should already begin to serve punishment right away? Because that is what is happening now. He was harassed and arrested in a manner that was not tidy. And even the police procedure were reportedly breached. And is clearly beginning to suffer punishment, even before we get the opportunity for interrogating the issues and the allegations that he raised in that book. All of us, before we start to crucify Dele Farotimi, should we not ask ourselves whether he's due for punishment even before the judges can make a statement in this matter? Then should we not ask ourselves, what kind of society do we aspire for? Before we crucify Dele Farotimi, should we not ask ourselves, do we want the rule of law and the rule of law under a democratic system? If yes, why do we still keep those colonially oppressive legal instruments intact? Is that not why we must dove our hearts for the people of Lagos and Edo states that have decriminalized defamation in their criminal code? And we must pause to give kudos to such people, like the then Lagos State Governor, who is now the President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We must praise him. And we must praise his then Attorney General, former Vice President Yemi Osinbajo SAN, and those in Edo who ensured that the criminal defamation is out of the code in their states. Because they clearly understand that our aspiration as free Nigerians is to move away from the colonial vestiges where the colonialists considered us as less than human beings, certainly not free people. when we were perceived as enslaved subjects, that was the use of the criminal defamation. But we still have those codes in 34 states. The question now is, in those states, are their leaders still aspiring to deal with Nigerian citizens as though they are under colonial rule or enslaved subjects? Or why is the criminal defamation still in the books in those states? 64 years after Nigeria's independence, are Nigerians in any and every of those states in this federation, are they entitled to a life where their fundamental human rights are affirmed and protected as it's meant to be, since they are not enslaved subjects? Because that was the purpose of the colonial legal statutes that gave us criminal defamation. It's an important thing to think about before we crucify Farotimi, without first telling ourselves that we deserve a fair, objective judicial process that appropriately interrogates the claims.
Even the one you talk about, our crude oil in the facilities abroad, during Buhari's administration, I'm aware, 2 teams were sent to China. They came back and confirmed that we have crude oil there. Later, NNPC hired Afi Babalola to go on television, advertise on the papers that the whistleblower is a liar, that nothing like that happened.
Real quick, I'm going to touch on this Dele Farotimi issue. It takes me some time to put mouth for the matter because I had some serious personal reasons not to talk, but the issue on ground passed my own personal feelings. This is an issue of our national spirit, our national character. I know, say, when they start this thing, when them Yabo Ojo and everybody turn to DK, start this behavior, with me too, them, the lawyers of for Ibadan, all this, I come out and I say to all of them at that time, say, this thing will not say because Nashew are very dark black man, they won't use out. All of them are they happy. I think is coming to everybody's front door. It is coming to everybody. We cannot be in a society where you cannot speak your mind against anybody. They go straight to police to arrest you. Once they give police that power, once there's a law in any way, shape, or form to give people that kind of power, once they have that kind of power, see, and I just say that they use them now. I still tell you that all this one are still practice. All this one are practice. If we allow this thing to continue, if we allow it to stand, una know the people with the quiet pass for this thing are the SANs of Nigeria. All the SANs for Nigeria, the issue statement on that. Because them, they know say that they go chop for 2026. Now 2026 be the year of this law. Let me tell you people now. By the time of the next election in 2027, when campaigns start for 26, all of una, especially una when nobody know, we get internet profile. We go just go post. I don't like this president. Whoa! But she post here to buy. I told you, people, don't let this thing become a habit. Una say I'm a big man. Una say I'm a big man. Hey, police. They arrest dark man. They don't lock out. Hey, they don't lock dark man. All of that they happy. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? I say na small. I tell you now, but nobody they like listen. It just be like for America. When they talk, say they won't put law against gay people. Then it will come the law against. Once America begin enforce law against gay people, it will strengthen the Nigerian government to say which we want to enforce our law against gay people. Shey una think say na the same way they go enforce the law for white people, they go enforce the law for black people. White man go wear dress, waka for road, they go say it's just a costume. It's just a costume. All of them now, we be black boys, we get earring. All of them now, they go jail. All, one by one. Come here, why you wearing earring? You say, by earring for you are gay, go and prove it in court. You don't go inside. You don't go inside. I tell you now, I say, when Europeans bring law against witchcraft law over 200 years ago, Europeans have stopped witchcraft law over 100 years ago. Africans are still dying from witchcraft accusations. They are still burning African women till today in Nigeria, in Lagos. One of the most civilized spaces in Africa is Lagos State. Even in that state, women are still being burnt on the street as children are locked, tied down in forests, left to die inside forests in Nigeria till today, based on witchcraft laws of Christianity 200 years ago that Europeans will bring down, don't back off from. It is still destroying our own society. We don't need the hear word. Once una emotion don't take over, once una emotion don't take over, Nigbo, you know, now we do here so. So anyway, I shall believe that this kind of law that Nigerians cannot speak their mind without police being involved. Yes, without police being involved is ridiculous. And I expect all the big lawyers of Nigeria to make a stance against this law. I think it's high time that all the big lawyers, but the truth is this, let me tell you, all the big lawyers in Nigeria are in favor of this law because they are going to chop from this law seriously. And the law also stops them from being scrutinized. The law stops them for any of you coming outside to say anything you say, they will say you don't get evidence. They will carry you to court immediately. Immediately. Whether you insult to, whether you actually make defamatory statement to, you are going to court. So that's where you are now. That's where you are. So especially we celebrities and we all our favorites, anybody talk anything about you online, quick, I don't go bring police because you people are the new oppressors. You are the new big men of Africa. You are the new billionaires of Africa. You don't get the money where nobody get before. So why should Africans speak? Why? Who give you right to speak? In fact, why? If you want to speak, you go and become a revolutionary. You want to talk, become a revolutionary. Yes, when I say when they talk inside empty vacuum. You know, so there we go. There we go. And number two, as Nigerians, you know, you like to embrace oppressors. Africans in general know that no atrocity bring about any kind of stigma. Not only good people for Africa, they get stigma. Make you be fella picking. There's a stigma. Women say they grow up to be fella picking, stigma everywhere. But the people who they say they spoil in our society. What do you do against them? Nothing. 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 You support them. You don't boycott anything. That is how we the people must show our power. Anybody where we they sponsor, where we they put money for in pocket, we use this law, we use this power, Nigerians must begin to boycott such a person. This is how we also fight back against this oppressive law, this dictatorial law, this tyrannical law that limits freedom of speech. That's they say where your freedom of speech is guaranteed. Freedom after speech, I cannot guarantee. Don't talk, we already talk. So this is the only way we too, Africans, can fight back against them. Anybody who would they put money for in pocket, we use this law for this our country, we Nigerians must boycott such a person. Anything the person do, we go back, we go turn our back on them. We must boycott them. If you want to be like these oppressors, we the people must now begin to fight you before you get that power. Because once you reach that level, we know if we stop you again. But if people don't care about that, when I don't send that one, you are happy if the law is used to attack those people you don't like. So anyway, may they free Dele Farotimi. You know, normally if me, ma'am, like most of you, I shouldn't make this video. But we make this video because of the higher principles at stake here. Free Dele Farotimi. Say person talk, not be police matter. And Nigerian police, what's next? I say, Nigerian court say, don't show us, say nothing with enforcement. The people in charge of law. Not be Nigerian court talk say me police no involved for election. How can a court make such a ruling? And that day, Mr. say one day Nigerian court will make law, say make wife, go make ruling, say wife make it no cook for your husband. The other one go make ruling, say make husband no pay wife upkeep. It go still happen. Our court of law will turn to such joke. Now police be next now. Police don't they arrest goat now. Not be Nigeria they want the police go out. Where they show say police arrest goats. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Mona continue to hail them.